person, right? Hold on, let me get this folded up flyer for Not Your Average Open Mic at Average Joe's. See? Whew, I needed you right there, thank you. All right, I gotta do a little sound check here. Truth hurts, Kanicki's not the father. So that's Rizzo, not Lizzo. That's what I call that right there. We got any Grease fans? Kanicki, that's how you would know. Rizzo rhymes with Lizzo, so I did.
Culture.
There, Shaw Mercury, everybody give it up. He'll be up here tonight. Shaw Mercury gave me some confidence to keep going with bullet point number 2. You got any MMA fans, fight fans, boxing, anything? Can I get a louder yeah if you said yeah?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, me too. I like fights. I've actually been starting them lately since my girlfriend left me, mostly for the makeup sex. All right, I'm just gonna do a weird face. Guys, come on. They're saying I'm starting fist fights. They have makeup sex because I'm lonely.
It just sounds sad.
I mean, there's a fine line here, but I don't know. I cry and laugh back and forth at night, so it's comedy. You know, I've been watching the news lately, and it's not really in the news cycle anymore, but when I wrote this joke, it was. There's a lot of talk of members of the KKK. And it makes me sick. It's disgusting. You're like, members of the KKK did this. Members of the KKK did that. And I'm like, this is gross. They're called Klansmen. Guys, that's about people not describing things as they are meant to be described. It has nothing to do with racial implications. We need to be able to communicate first, so that needs to be right. So we can build that bridge, right? Come on, guys. Klansmen.
Social political issues, yeah.
Right, so we're gonna move on to number 4 here. Did you guys hear that Target was like set on fire? Who heard about that in Camillus? That's a Syracuse thing. Well, apparently like a kid started a fire so that the parents could take 2 carts of merchandise out. Now, this is pretty intense stuff, and I'm thinking, you can't send them to jail, and you can't really let the parents serve justice. Do you think like a judge could sentence a spanking? He did the spit one. He went. That's a laugh. That counts. That's another one. I forgot my marker. So I mentioned my girlfriend's coming back. This is confirmed. It originally was going to be a surprise where the cops might have gotten called, but it turns out she's as crazy as I am and called me first. So looks like I'm going on a road trip here. That's why we will not be having it the first Thursday of August next week or next month. And but in the midst of this, obviously we're crazy because she's not here and we're talking about kids. And she goes, and this is a really fit Mexican girl. And she tells me, she goes, our kids aren't going to be fat. And I go, well, how do you know? She goes, I won't feed them. Yeah, all right, we're gonna finish up with this one, or maybe. All right, first of all, let me get a round of applause if you know who RFK Jr. is. Okay, I'll come back to that. So we found out earlier this year that I broke my back when I was a teenager. Found out I had like a vertebrae. They're like, when'd you do that? I'm like, I didn't know I did it. And then the accident, I think, did it. My sister said I was faking, and everyone just said, toughen out. So I walked through a broken back, and if you're a wrestling fan, that makes me like Kurt Angle, because he wrestled with a broken freaking neck, but I have a broken freaking back. Who likes wrestling? We got some yes for MMA, and sometimes those guys hate everybody. All right, so anyways, bad back. And what happened is now my back gets really tight because it like fused some weird shit together, and you know, ultimately, I think we all know the answer to when you're going through something really tough, the ultimate release would be to have somebody blow your brains out. But because I'm crazy, I started thinking weird things, and I said, that's got me thinking, you know who else had a really bad back from an injury in the war and dealt with chronic pain as well during his presidency? JFK. right, so remember I said about my back and the what I would do? I'd have somebody blow my brains out.
Yeah.
I think I solved the conspiracy. It was an inside job. He couldn't take the back pain, so he had somebody shoot him. That's my JFK joke. And last but not least, people go, why does RFK Jr. talk like that? And I never really thought about it because I always thought, like, if you've ever seen the assassination of JFK, you'd think he's just kind of gurgling after it happens, but I'm thinking maybe he was doing something like, oh my Jackie's jumping out the back of the car, and that's why RFK Jr. talks the way he does. He's doing an impression of his uncle. See, I'm doing this so the other guys, everything else is easy. I just picked on RFK by doing an impression of JFK with his head blown out and his wife jumping out the back of the car. Come on, guys. Is this one of those places where there's like, yeah, she deserved it? No? Okay, good. All right, so I'm gonna come back over to the DJ side. Everybody good? All right, cool. I'm gonna come over here.